as always, am very excited to continue our adventures for the evening. The adventure we're going on today, however, is a little bit different from what we would normally do. We are going to load up our prisoner save, because we don't want to have to watch the start again. We will load this save, so we don't care about the story today. That's not what we're here for. What we're here for today is to get the Platinum Trophy for Skyrim. And in order to get that, we need two, count it, two trophies in particular. The first trophy we need is to complete the Companions Guild. Not that difficult. And the second trophy we need to get, which will be a little bit more time consuming, is collecting and withholding 15 Daedric artifacts. For this case, because of our lore reading we did a while back, we will be actually playing as a Dark Elf. A Dark Elf, which I am tempted to name Solthasil or Al Malexia, depending on how we decide. Just to be silly about things. Before I continue, I would like to say, for those of you that are currently watching on YouTube, because this is definitely going on YouTube, I do thank you for stopping by, and I do hope you enjoy the adventure we're about to go on. If you do, and you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like on the video if you liked it, and comment if you feel so inclined to do so. I may not respond to every comment, but I read them all. Now, if you want to catch me when I go live, there's a link down in the description below that you can use, and it'll take you on over to my Twitch, where you can follow me there. And catch me when I go live at 8 p.m. EST EDT every weekday. That is Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, let us continue so we can create our character.
It has been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
And I gotta say, we're gonna be playing on easy difficulty, before I forget. Playing on Novice, save on travels disabled, save on wait, save on rest. Alright. Make sure that's all good. We were last playing on Novice when we did our book reading, so we could move around and not worry about getting actually killed.
No, I'm
not a rebel. You can't do this. Halt.
You're not gonna kill
me. Archers.
Anyone else
feel like running?
Wait. You there. Step forward.
But yeah, we're kind of gonna be a little bit of a roleplay character this time. Last time we were just playing as my character that I normally play as when I play Skyrim, like the first character I ever made and did the main story with, which was Don Zoot 12-Horn. In this situation, we are going to be playing as a Dark Elf, a Dunmer. Stealth and magic skills, naturally resistant to fire, call upon their ancestors' wrath to surround them in fire. So, we could go crazy with it. That's a pretty interesting preset that I may keep just because of the red eye look. That's a good one too. There we go. This dude right here. Alright, name. Daedra Dawn, or something like that we can be silly with. Yeah, we're just gonna be quick with this. Daedran.
Another refugee? Gods really have abandoned your people, Dark Elf. Captain, what should we do? He's not on the list.
Forget the list. He goes to the block.
We don't care about the Civil War. We don't care about nothing.
We'll make
The
sure
only
you're on the
goal
top
our
tomorrow.
character has
Follow the captain, prisoner.
is to become the holder of all the Daedric artifacts we can possibly become the holder of. It's a little bit of a shame because we do have to traverse quite the number of places. I do love how they the way they execute people is they execute, where is he? They execute him first because he goes up there, and then they pick me next, and there's, what is that? There's a total of 3 on that side, 3 on my side, including me, and then him. So 7 people to execute, right? There's 7 people to execute, and the first 2 people they pick is John and Daedra, or Daedron.
Yes, General Tullius.
Not that his name is Ron, or John, or whatever.
As we commend your
Your
souls
souls
to
to
Aetherius,
Aetherius. Blessings of the 8 divines upon you. What a vow. Shut up and let's get this over with. As you wish. And she sounds so indignant about it.
Come on! I haven't got all morning.
Yeah, no, you don't, because they're gonna kill you, you impatient fuck. Honestly, what's really funny is if he waited just long enough, he possibly could have lived.
Can you say the same?
I do love how it's emphasized. This is the first time I've noticed this. But I do love how the head chopping off is emphasized by a small roar in the background. You ever notice that?
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the Dark Elf.
I love that. Why am I next? You have Ulfric Stormcloak right there.
Did you hear that?
I said next prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
But yeah, this is
What in oblivion
Oblivion
is
is
that?
that.
Sentry, what do you see?
It's in the
I do love how many times you do have to see that. But that's no big deal, honestly. I'm still waiting for it to move. There we go.
What is that thing? We just need to learn. Hammond, you need to get over here. Now! Attaboy. Stay close to the wall. Just keeps coming. Stay close.
Alright.
We're escaping, Headhunter. You're not stuck.
This is the quicker way to go, I think. Not 100% sure there, but doesn't matter. Again, we're not even going to be doing the Civil War in this one. The only goals are to finish those 2 trophies.
Bring us to the end times. We should keep moving. Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off. There you go.
So we need to
Take
join
a
the
look
Companions
around.
Guild,
There
try
should
and
be
finish
plenty
that as
of
quickly as
guild
we
to choose
possibly
from.
can.
I'm going to see if I can find something for these books.
The Daedric artifacts are going to be annoying to get.
You better get that armor on. Give that sword a few swings too.
I'm trying to remember what the buttons are for this game now. Okay, what do we got? We got Ancestor's Wrath. Yeah. Flames, Healing, and Sparks. Nice.
Let's keep moving, at least.
We don't really need gold, I don't think. I love how much traveling we're actually going to have to do for this. For the Daedric artifacts. The gold will make it easier to get to certain places, certain holds, without having to run. Hi. Playing on the easiest difficulty is going to make it
Let me see
easy.
if
Well,
I can get
obviously,
that door open.
easier though to get these.
What's that? You're here.
Can't block magic, buddy.
I'm right. Just quit.
The dragon doesn't get an old story. Grab anything you can. Let's keep moving.
All right,
Done then? This way.
doing good. Don't know why I'm doing that. We need
You
lockpicks.
fellows happened along just in time. These boys seemed a bit upset at how I've been entertaining their comrades.
Don't you even know what's going on? A dragon is attacking Helgen.
A dragon. Please, don't make up nonsense. Although, come to think of it, I did hear some odd noises coming from over there.
Come with us. We need to get out of here.
You have authority over me, boy. Leave me to my
So
work.
they keep us under
Unless you
attack.
plan to stay and help. Sure. Take all.
Do this just to get this experience. Quicker we level up, the quicker we can get to get the ebony blade. I think we need to be level 20 to get the ebony blade. That's really neither here nor there, though. We probably could have went with Rayloff and level grinded our destruction magic, our one-handed, and our two-handed. I think we can, yeah, level grind our two-handed.
Where's the way out?
Just give me a minute. Let me go organize.
This ends now.
Whee! Goes the sword. Trying to remember what buttons to press again. It's gonna take me a minute to get back in the groove of things.
Stay back and see the old man. Good luck, you two.
We go through here, rocks fall to stop anybody from coming with us, in quotation marks. No, there's a pouch of gold over here and a healing potion. No, yeah. Bone meal and some gold, that'll work too. We have to deal with some frostbite spiders. Their venom will go a long way this early. It's so weird not being able to zoom in with a bow right now. Jesus, this is a different game when you're playing on the easiest difficulty. But again, I should already have both of these trophies. The only issue is that they glitched out because they didn't. The trophies, well, one of the trophies technically glitched out. And it's not even because the trophy itself glitched out, it's primarily because of the fact that the item glitched out. The two trophies, like I will say multiple times throughout this playthrough, or Platinum Run, is complete the Companions Guild, which I almost had done, but apparently there's a glitch where if you get a certain mission to retrieve a certain axe, or a certain weapon from a cave, it'll glitch out and be like, nope, you can no longer continue the Companions Guild. So we gotta do that first thing before we go too far. And, collect the 15 Daedric artifacts. Well, collect it, not that there is only 15, I think there's a total of 17. But we need to hold, well, we don't need to hold 15 on our person at one time, but we're going to, because the last time I actually lost a couple of Daedric artifacts because some Daedric artifacts can literally just disappear from the container that they're in. Isn't that lovely? One-shotting the bear hair is weird. Very weird. Trying to think of where all I need to go. I know I need to go to, I think, yeah, no, oh, wait a minute. Do I need to go? No, I need to make use of a glitch. Is what I need to do. A glitch so I can get 2 items, because one of the Daedric artifacts you can only get by going a certain length down the Thieves Guild. God, I don't want to be going down the Thieves Guild quest line again. Not that it's difficult, it's just that it's
my uncle's the blacksmith.
Annoying.
Closest town from here is River. It's probably. Listen, you should go to Solitude and join up with the Imperial Legion.
I don't know. Don't care about that stuff. Don't care about that stuff. Go forward. Just do your job, because I'm gonna try not to get in this mindset of, oh, let's get distracted and do everything we need to do. The alchemy getting upgraded would be good, but we don't have to upgrade that. Again, we're on the easiest difficulty. Keep that in mind. But old habits are hard to break, as you will be sure to see. If I see it, I gotta pick it up. We're gonna have to focus entirely on our stamina, I think, until we get the Steed Stone. I think it's the Steed Stone. I do not recall where the Steed Stone is exactly, unfortunately. There are some books we could look at that might tell us where said Steed Stone is. Then again, I could just look up on one of my tablets. The Thief, the Mage, the Warrior. The Warrior, I think we should go for the Warrior for now. Some wolves should be popping up. No. I want to kill these wolves first. That'll be a little bit of extra experience. And then we'll double back and go to the mines to clear out that area. Hello, Mr. Wolf. There you are. Your leather will come in handy. I thank you for in advance for giving me it. We can also upgrade our two-handed. Oh, they killed the fox. Nice. More free hide. Get our stealth skill upgraded if we can. Well, that's not fun at all.
You picked a bad time to get.
Pick the bad time to what? Get lost. I don't know about that one, buddy. The steel war axe, nice. We'll clear out Ember Shard Mine, which should allow dude to get back to the blacksmith. We go down this path, we shouldn't have to worry about any trap wires. Probably should go back to my bow because there's going to be two individuals here that...
You worried someone will wander in here? The entrance isn't exactly hidden, you know.
This again? I told you, we have someone standing guard out there. Don't forget the rock trap we rigged up.
Lovely. This will help our stealth skill and our bow skill at the same time, so... 2 axes. Axes are good for their bleeding effect that they do on most, if not all, enemies. Oh god, this takes forever with the animation, but oh well. Stuff like this will give me time to read chat when it starts picking up, if it starts picking up a garnet. Oh, right off the rip, nice. Any gold we can get, that'll be good. How much carry weight do we currently have? 300? So stuff like that we want to take with us because we can sell it with high value. Low weight, high value, that's the kind of stuff that we want. Value of 4 will sell this book, I guess. And it's a weight of 1 though, it's not really too valuable for the weight value ratio. Isn't there like 1 or 2 people around this area, if I'm not mistaken? Oh, that's right, you gotta lower the bridge. You lower the bridge, those people come along. Come over here. Yeah, this is going to be something that I'm going to try not to keep my mind used to, because just being able to one-shot all these guys this early, it's going to be a hard habit to get out of if I get into that habit of being like, oh, these guys are easy, I'll just take them out when I play on the harder difficulties in the future. The fur is not as valuable, unfortunately. Or the hide, I mean, not as valuable. I love when you take someone out when they're in the middle of saying something. Picked a bad time to get... Ugh. Did that say arrow? It did. Level up on the lockpicking. It's so weird how the level up system works in this game. Like, you don't get experience in the traditional sense. You get experience for using items. Some more iron arrows. That's going to be helpful in the future. How many's here, if I'm not mistaken? 3, I believe. 1, 2.
Someone there?
And the final one right here. Damn.
Time to end. Go!
He should not have bashed his chest like he did. Think he's gonna do anything about that? No, you're gonna get 2 arrows into this center mass, buddy. Yeah, no, there's 3 here. That's right. It's a shame they don't have actual pheasants in this game, you know? Like, they have rabbits you can kill for the rabbit leg, but they don't have pheasants you can kill for the pheasant breasts. Is there a chest in here or something? No. Loot? No. We already got to level up so we can upgrade our stamina a little bit. The main reason we're focusing on stamina is for carry weight. We want as much carry weight as possible so we can make sure we can hold all the Daedric artifacts on our person. We don't want to accidentally lose a Daedric artifact. We will be able to sell that. Also, figuring out how exactly the whatchamacallit worked. The actual experience points worked was quite fun to do. So now I know it's based entirely around the amount of damage you do for pretty much everything. In quotation marks, it's the amount of damage you do. For spells, for arrows, for any weapon. It's the amount of damage you do, that's how you get experience. For stuff like bartering skill, like speech skill and stuff like that, it's based on the amount of value you get out of an individual. And because of how the level up works exactly, if you sell something that's like ridiculously valued, like I think it was 400,000 gold at one point, if you sold that, you would actually get 100 experience in speech. Oh, excuse me. Right off the bat. However, if you try and do it slowly one by one, I think the experience is like you need to sell a value of a total of like 600,000 gold or something like that, maybe 1,000,000 gold even. No, not really that much for the speech skill to go up that high. From 15 to 100. Maybe it's not that much. Trying to think of where else I can go to get level ups. I know there's a recurve bow or compound bow, whatever, in Sven's house. We can go in there. Sven's house should be over here somewhere.
Uncle Alvar, hello.
Right here, right? No, Faendal's, not Sven's. We don't want to go to Sven's. We want to go to Faendal. Who the hell sees me? There we go. Hopefully Fendel is not in the house. He shouldn't be. We could make him our companion and not have to steal this stuff. But honestly, I'm okay with doing this. And we want to make sure we read every book we possibly can as we walk by. Can't let ourselves get stolen. Not stolen, arrested after doing this because of how much stuff we have that is stolen. Because it'll get confiscated from us, and we don't want our stolen stuff to get confiscated from us. The wine's useful for melee combat stuff. Alright, we got a better bow now. Is this stuff still classified as stealing? Yes, it is.
A dragon! I saw a dragon!
We'll save our level ups for later until we really need them.
We have company. Ain't every day we get visitors in Riverwood. Mm-hmm.
We need to wait until they're done talking.
We've been so worried about you. Come, you two must be hungry. Sit down and I'll get you something to eat.
Now then, boy. What's the big mystery? What are you doing here looking like you lost an argument with a cave bear?
I don't know where to stop. You know I was assigned to General Tullius Escort. We were stopped in Helgen when we were attacked.
I have not seen, like, I've seen this 2 or 3 times total.
A dragon?
Because normally I don't go with him.
Ridiculous. You aren't drunk, are you, boy?
Husband, let him tell his story.
Not much more to tell. This dragon flew over and just wrecked the whole place. Mass confusion. I don't know if anyone else came out alive. I doubt I'd made it out myself if not for my friend here. I need to get back to Solitude and let them know what's happening. I thought you could help us out. Food, supplies, a place to stay.
Of course. Any friend of Hadvar's is a friend of mine. Glad to help however I can. Like I said, I'm glad to help in any way, but I need...
Sure, just give me everything.
The Jarl need... We need to get word to Jarl Balgruuf in Whiterun to send whatever soldiers he can. If you'll do that for me, take what you need, my friend. Within
Hadvar,
reason,
did you
of course.
really see a dragon?
All right, then.
Big teeth?
Hush, Johnny.
Should be able
Don't
to take this
pester your
axe
cousin.
now.
You two make yourselves at home.
Yeah, okay. Now we could cut wood for the gold if we really want to.
You lost?
It's nice to be back in a friendly spot, huh?
I mean,
Listen, I'm going to lay up here for a while. You can make your
you're
own
trying
way
to chop my
Solitude
head
from
off
there.
not
I'd
5
recommend
minutes
heading
ago.
to Whiterun, just down the road from here. From there you can take a carriage to Solitude.
Actually,
Did you
30
really
minutes
see
ago.
a dragon?
Yeah. We really saw a dragon.
What the rebels like to forget is that the Empire is what's keeping the Dominion out of Skyrim.
That right there is why we like to go with the Empire, because they're against the Dominion, truthfully. Use the forge. I mean, it's not stealing, so I don't really need to be stealth right now. Level up our forgery. Stamina. Smithing right off the bat, because we want to try to be able to make steel stuff. We need some wood. We do need some wood. This is not me wanting to just smith not 1,000 pieces, but cut 1,000 pieces of wood, even though we possibly can to get a little bit of a currency thing.
If you're looking for work,
Getting money this way, like right here, this is the easiest, well, not the easiest, yeah, no, it's the easiest way to make money. It's the most time-consuming way to do it, though. I will say, when I do my modded run, one of the mods I can put in on the PlayStation makes it to where doing this doesn't stop. So I could literally AFK cut firewood. And I might actually be a smartass and make just to get a shitload of gold early on when I do a modded run. Or I might even just do it to screw around and be like, make it a just chatting stream where literally all we do is chop wood. But that's later down the line. So far, our progress on getting the 2 trophies we need to get done is zilch. We need to get to level 20 though to get some of those Daedric artifacts. Like, some of those Daedric artifacts are level gated. We need to make sure we don't accidentally hit one of the companions when we go to help them at against the giant. Because that could potentially glitch something out as well.
Take what you need. Within reason, of course.
Steel. Leather. We need leather, that's right.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Actually, hold on, wait a minute. Let's do the quest associated with this really quickly from him.
Whatever you need. I see no harm in it. The grind, if you've got the raw materials, you can use the forge to make something new.
Need any help around the forge, we ask, and we get a quest.
Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead. Not bad. Reminds me when I first started smithing. You looking for a new blade?
Here's
Not
an iron
bad,
dagger.
but it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a
Yeah, I
bit of
forgot that you actually get
pencil and the grindstone over there.
Skill points for doing that.
Iron and this looks good. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack.
I love how it wants us to bring it to him every single time.
I could forge you a war hammer that would crush a giant's head like a walnut.
Leather you wanted.
Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. Whatever you... I should... Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Need something? Blades.
That is not the right.
helmets. You have. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet?
Alright,
The
half a
finest
sail.
weapons and armor.
Trying to think of like something that would possibly be worth purchasing. Iron ore. I mean, we have a hunting bow. We could buy steel arrows, but they're kind of expensive. The amount of gold we have is 633. We could actually
Looking to protect yourself? Good day. You looking for a new blade?
get some wood and go from there.
Here for work? Got business. Honest gold for honest work.
12 for 60 gold. Yeah, that's right.
Did I see you talking to Sven? Maybe not. Maybe... Never mind. But I would stay away from him if I were you.
Both. I really wish there was. I remember the first time I was playing this again, I had mistaken a scene I read in a Skyrim fan fiction for something that was actually in the game, where you talk to Fendel, you talk to Sven, and then you talk to Camilla, and you're like, listen, both of them are asshats, right? They both want to betray each other just so they can get to you. Like, lie and say that they said this when they didn't. Like, that's so dumb. I wish you could do something like that in base game, or there was a mod for it, because I hate individuals that are like that. Two-faced lying bastards can't use their own, like they're not confident enough or whatever it is. But we're gonna spend a whole in-game day just chopping wood and bullshitting, basically. Because I'm basically doing this as an excuse to try and get my thoughts in order for how exactly we're going to, like, what exactly we need to do to get every single Daedric weapon / artifact. Azura's Star is going to be a pain in the ass. If I'm not mistaken, we could potentially get the star early. Potentially, if we go through Ilana's Deep. The sword. We need to go. I don't even remember how to get. Like, we gotta talk to a beacon. Yeah, we talked to that beacon. We gotta go through a mine. A cultist we gotta deal with and read the Boethiah's Calling. And then we gotta go deal with all those. Those are just annoyances. We also need to do that one quest for the hammer. Or not the hammer, the two-handed warhammer. That quest specifically has to involve us going towards Riften, following the mountainside, I think it is. Yeah, helping out the chieftain there, but I think it might be level gated as well. One of the easiest ones to get is the Ebony Blade, but again, that's level gated. We need to wait till like level 20 or something. We need to talk to the innkeeper, and the innkeeper tells us, "Oh, hey, did you hear about the Jarl's children? They're evil." That involves pickpocketing, though. I'm trying to think if joining the Thieves Guild would actually be useful because of some of the skill items that we get for the Thieves Guild set. It might be worth it just to start it up. We also probably want to pickpocket a couple people as we can and as we go forward. That'll help us out. That'll just help us level up quicker. Pickpocketing and stuff like that. Plus, the way to get most of the gold in this game, in base game early on, is to go through the Thieves Guild, just because of how easy it is to do some of those quests and make 500 gold for doing those quests. What else do we have? We have the Ebony Mail. That's what I'm thinking about with Boethia, because you got to talk to her. You got to have a friend sacrificed, talk to her, fight everybody, win, talk to her again, and then you have to kill everyone stealthily to get the Ebony Mail. Well, maybe not stealthily to get... No, yeah, you do. Kill everyone stealthily to get the Ebony Mail, I guess. Regardless of that, the other thing we need to do is we need to go through that one Dwemer ruin in order to get the sick people, the people that are sick. We need to go kill all of them. So I think we can get the shield. That's a Daedric artifact as well. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit longer than I originally anticipated, I think. Maybe. Depending on how everything works out, this might take until next Friday. That would be a-okay, though, because I'm okay with it. Like, I was thinking maybe the next 3 days I could get this platinum. I can probably do the Companions Guild over the next couple of days. Like today and tomorrow. Then again, it's been less than an hour-long stream so far. And with me just focusing specifically on one quest line, I'll probably be done with the Companions Guild tonight. Again, remember, this is easier to do overall because we're on the easiest difficulty. Maroon's Razor, that's going to be a pain in the ass to do, which again is level gated. We need to reach a certain level before we can even start to do that quest. The worst one is going to be the book, if we need to get the book. So we need... Here's the ones that I could name on the top of my head. Clavicus Vial's Mask, the Savior's Hide, the Ring of Hersane. We can get both of those if we do a certain glitch. Which is basically we need to assist the werewolf and then betray the werewolf before leaving the cave? I'm going to look it up before I do that to make absolutely sure I'm doing it right. So that's 3 right there. Mask, Vial, Ring, Hersane, Hide, Saviors. The Warhammer, the Orc Warhammer, which is 4. The Banish Undead Sword, or whatever it is. Burn Undead Sword. That's 5. The Mace. Molag Ball. 6. The Ebony Blade. 7. Ebony Mail. 8. Azura Star. 9. The Shield. The Vomit Shield, whatever it is, from that dude, the Vomit Daedra Shield. Which is 10. The Wabbajack. Which is 11. Who else? What else? The mask, which is relatively easy to get. We also get a dog companion when we do the mask, which is an immortal dog companion that gets a lot of threat. It generates a lot of threat from him, so that's actually could be pretty useful as well. Then again, we're on the easiest difficulty, so we don't really need that. The ring and the hide. The warhammer. The burn undead sword. The mace. The ebony blade. The ebony mail. The azure star. The shield. The wabbajack. Oh, the Vermina's nightmare skull at Dawnstar. We're at 12. Maroon's razor. $13. There's 4 more Daedric artifacts. 2 of the Daedric artifacts are the key, the Thieves Guild key, which we do not keep, and the book, Haramamura's book. That's 14 and 15 respectively. The other 2 Daedric artifacts that aren't coming to mind right now are going to be easier than the book and the key to get. I can get them if all else fails, but they're not going to be as easy to get as everything else. Oh, there's also the drunk dude, whatever he gives you. What is it he gives you? Because you have to go through, like... Damn, what is it? That's one unaccounted for Daedric artifact that's not gated behind a quest line, or no, not gated behind a quest line. Because the other quest line, how we get the frickin' book, is we got to go through a ridiculous length of hoops and stuff like that. Whatever drunk quest gives us. We gotta talk to the dude whose goat we sold. The Billa Shrine, the Shrine of the Billa. We gotta deal with that. And Markarth. I've accounted for almost every single Daedric artifact off the top of my head, except one. And I cannot recall what that one is. I don't think it's a pair of boots. I don't think it's a helmet. I don't think it's a ring or a necklace. It's not a bow, is it? Whatever. When we're doing the quest line properly, like when we're doing the Daedric stuff, we can look it up and then go from there. Again, the only reason I'm doing this is just to make a lot of money. We'll do this for the entire night. And then when we're done here, we'll have a bunch of money, depending on how much firewood we actually chop. Because I have not been keeping track. I've been too busy trying to come up with a plan of attack for the Daedric artifacts. The Companions Guild's a no-brainer. Just do that right off the bat and we're good, done, boom. Don't have to worry about anything. Where my brain goes, what do I do? For the Daedric artifacts is how do I do that the quickest, most efficient way possible. And if I have to, I will go down the main quest line, I guess, to get the fucking Elder Scroll to talk to dude, so I can get the blood of an orc, an elf, a dark elf, a high elf, a wood elf. I think it was that those four was it. I don't recall. But we had to do all that, then go back to him, talk to him. He got killed by Hair Memora, then from Hair Memora we got the book. And that would be 15 total without the key. Yeah, there's 17 total Daedric artifacts. Only really one of which you can legitimately miss out on without a glitch popping up like it did with us. Because what had happened is, one of the glitches is if you read the book of Hair Memora too quickly after receiving it, it will glitch out the item and not consider it a Daedric artifact. That's what happened to us and cost us the Daedric artifacts, like the Daedric artifact quest, because unfortunately what had ended up happening was I was role-playing as an individual that was the friend of all Daedric lords, basically. That's not what his main stick was, but that's what he ended up becoming. And so for him to be the friend of all Daedric lords, he had to forego the mask of Clavicus Vile and pick up the axe. And because of that, I missed out on, I missed out on it. Plus, I also had a couple of items just disappear from containers. And sometimes if the book glitches out, you have to hold on your person every single one of the Daedric items you have in order to get that trophy. So we're going to do a double whammy. We're going to get every Daedric artifact we can possibly get and hold on our person all of those Daedric items at one time. We are not going to mess around. We get a Daedric artifact. It's cursed. It's cursedly bound to our being. That's what the roleplay is for Hair. Plus, from the lore we read in the book reading stream, like I said, finding out about how the Altmer, maybe I think they were called prior. I cannot quite. Chimer. They were called Chimer first, I believe, and then they turned into Dunmer when they were at a stage. Either they were fighting against, or it was after fighting against the Dwemer. They ended up turning into a Dark Elf because either it was something they did, or it was as punishment because they disobeyed the Daedric gods that they previously obeyed. And then we get into the Almalexia, Solthasil, and Vivek becoming the quote-unquote living gods of the Dunmer people. Which it was actually the turn of the Fourth Era that saw the disappearance of Vivek, Almalexia, and Solthasil. It was around that time, I should say, that they disappeared. From what I can gather from the lore behind these books and whatnot. So we're doing good so far. We've got a semi-decent plan of attack for the Daedric artifacts. which is basically just get as much gold as feasibly possible and level up until we get to the level that we need in order to unlock some of these quests. I love how I was able to think about almost every single Daedric artifact except one off the tip of my head. Is it another staff? It doesn't really matter. I may have to call tonight early, now that I'm thinking about it, because I actually have shit I gotta do tomorrow morning. So I may call it a lot earlier than I normally do. This basically may just be the prep stage. Get the gold, start to go down the path. God, I don't want to do it again. I really don't want to do another book gathering thing. But I could actually get one of the books, I think the only book that I missed out on this thing. Specifically, the book that I missed out on is, in order for you to get a specific book, you have to not go through Bleak Falls Barrow right off the bat. You actually have to talk to Farengar, leave, get the slab, return, and as a result, you get a book because of Delphine's influence. If you don't do it that way, that book will never spawn in. That's like the only book that exists in the game that you can miss. There's a couple other books you will miss no matter what, because they actually do not exist in the game at all. I might have missed a couple of journals or something like that, but for the most part, all the lore that we got and all that, we read it all in our book reading streams. I might do another one of those at some point in the future for Skyrim, but I might do it a little bit differently. I might separate it. I might put like music and stuff. I might get real fancy with it when I get my PC set up and I can actually start to edit my videos and start to relearn how to do that stuff, because before my PC crashed, I was actually getting into it. I was like starting to figure out how to do this, starting to figure out how to do that. I was making some decent thumbnails. Now I gotta relearn all that shit, basically. That, and there's so much shit I need to set up, but it's gonna be a fun thing to do. I need OBS, yeah. If not by this weekend, then definitely by next weekend, depending on how the delivery goes. Like, there are some delays. I was reading the thing, they're like, there are some delays with some situations because of the current situation going on. And I was like, damn, that is damn. Did I say situation twice? I meant to say we are experiencing certain delays. We are experiencing delivery delays with some items because of the current situation going on. That's what it was, I think. But whatever. I'm patient. I can wait. I've waited for fucking almost a year. I can wait for a couple of weeks. Ooh, excuse me. That was a hiccup burp. Her burp. I did a her burp. Literally chopped wood all night in game. And just bullshit. But yeah, I'm thinking that we could go to... Basically, we need to go to the main holds in certain areas to get those items. If worst comes to worst and I absolutely have to do it, I will get the book and the key, but I really hope I don't have to get all 17 Daedric artifacts in order for the trophy of getting 15 to pop up. Honestly, other than that, no other trophies glitched out. And what's really funny is, I got all of those trophies, and I'm talking about the DLC trophies, all of them, on my very first playthrough on PlayStation 4. So you could platinum, if you do it right, you could platinum this game in one sitting. Not one sitting. No, not one sitting. It was like 120 hours overall. In one playthrough. Some games like Dark Souls is definitely going to take a couple of playthroughs for me to platinum that game. God, I'm not looking forward to that in the future, but this is how my Platinum Run streams will go in the future. Like, I'll figure out what I need to do. I'll probably just stand around or sit around and come up with a plan of attack. Like, this is me coming up with the plan of attack, basically prepping myself for what I need to do, and then I will proceed to do it. This is also an excuse to get as much gold as possible to make things easier on me. I have no idea what our, like, I gotta see after we get this wood, I gotta see how much wood we have on our person. What's your bet? What's your bet? If you've been keeping track, you probably know, but it's 1 to 5 or something like that. Yeah, it's I don't know. We can figure out. Hold on. Not the value, how many pieces we've cut. I'm gonna guess we have like 600 pieces of wood. Really? That's it? Almost 300? God, it feels like we've been doing this forever. I've been doing it for like 20 minutes though, honestly. No, 30 minutes. I've been cutting wood for 30 minutes, actual time. And that gave us 252 pieces of wood. It's not too rough. I'm literally laying down in my bed right now while I bullshit and just chop wood because it's not really that, like, I don't really need to use that much of my brain in order to do this. So this has basically become a just chatting stream. Not really, because we're actually playing the game. I'll actually be able to do just chatting streams in the future when I get my PC set up. Probably won't be doing just chat. Maybe I will. I don't fucking know. That's for the future. I will say I probably will never have a webcam. Because then when you have a webcam, it's one of those things that's kind of expected. Plus, you don't need to see my face. My voice and my face do not match up at all. But yeah, some of the games in the future that I'm going to be playing, they're going to range from things like Dwarf Fortress and Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead to Grand Theft Auto. I will say, I think the first game I'm actually going to stream on PC, like the full-length game, Grand Theft Auto. Specifically because last year, June, every weekday, I would play Grand Theft Auto, quote-unquote hardcore, which was me trying to make the game as difficult as possible, playing in first-person, stuff like that, and beat the game. And it was actually a way for me to just get into the groove of things, because it was a game that I knew. It was to get me used to playing the game while I talk. When you first listen, like if you go back and you go to my Grand Theft Auto Hardcore and you listen to me talk, you will really, really see the difference between how, like, the first couple of times I did it, I was like stuttering, I was shy, stuff like that. And I basically got over that because I thought, just imagine that these people that will potentially watch are just your buddies. And you're just bullshitting with them. Mind you, it's a one-way conversation because nobody's really talking in the stream right now. But, as you can tell, I love to hear the sound of my own voice. Not really, I actually hate the sound of my voice. It just does not match with how I look. I'm like 6'1", 200 pounds. I look like a goddamn caveman with how long my hair is. It goes down and past my shoulder blades. I got a big old bushy beard. And I sound like this. Not exactly what one would expect. And I'm not going to say, I truthfully, I don't actually hate my voice. I just need to get used to hearing myself speak. So when I get a PC, one of the streams types that I'm probably going to do is a creative stream where I'm like making clip compilations and stuff like that for YouTube. And doing that, I'll have to rewatch my videos and take little snippets of the videos, because the thing is, I don't have any of my old stuff saved unless it's on YouTube. That's the archive, basically. My YouTube is my archive. And I might have to make a secondary YouTube just for clips and stuff, but what I'll probably do is I'll probably just throw literally everything up there right now and just stick with one thing, because I'm way too fucking lazy to do that. Like, I'm lazy enough to where, God, it's gonna suck because I literally have to watch the entirety of my streams, which some of these streams are literally 13.5 hours long. Like, a couple of my XCOM streams were real fucking long. I know for a fact the Uncharted streams that I did were 23.5 hours long. And honestly, my longest stream, which I am okay with, because we're going to be beating that record when Cyberpunk 2077 comes out. I have a whole plan and a whole stage set up. Like, I'm going to have a case of Monster. I'm going to have a whole bunch of high lean protein stuff ready. I'm going to have, like, snacks. It's going to be a grand event. Because I have never been more hype for a video game than I have been now. And the more that I see, like with the Cyberpunk 2077 Livewire stuff, Night City Livewire, whatever the hell they call it, with the more I see of that, the more hype I get, because the weapons look gorgeous. They look just wonderful for that world. And just the fact that the stories are going to be so different with what, like, I don't think there's going to be a single person that plays that game that is going to have the same exact situation crop up. Like, just with the 3 starting scenarios, you know? Corpo, Street Kid, and Nomad. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. I kind of like the idea of Nomad, but when I first play, I'm going to do it how I always do it. If this was me, what kind of individual would I be? The kind of individual I would be would probably be the Street Kid, right? I would definitely be a Street Kid or a Nomad, depending on what exactly those... I haven't watched the full Nightwire City thing. I caught it when it was about midway through, unfortunately, so I need to go back and watch it on YouTube. But I need to see what exactly those tales entail, and then decide what King Toombs or what exactly Billy Wright would do, or what his situation would be. So more than likely, my first playthrough is going to be Nomad or Street Kid, and charismatic, possibly trying to avoid fights unless the person I'm going to fight's an asshole. Then I'm going to go in guns blazing. And that stream of Cyberpunk 2077 is at minimum, at bare minimum, going to be a 24-hour stream. Mind you, it's not going to be a release day 24-hour stream. It's going to be a situation where I'm probably going to have a normal stream. And I say normal in quotation marks. It's probably literally going to be me playing for like an hour. Honestly, it's probably going to be a just chatting stream of me just hype as fuck and being like, alright, I'm going to go to bed real early tomorrow and start streaming at like 4 p.m. and going till at least 8, which will actually be over 24 hours. 8 the next day, 8 p.m. the next day. It'll be 28 hours minimal. But in reality, at bare minimum, it's going to be a 24-hour stream. At max, I'm going till I fucking drop, basically, or I can't go no mo. And that's pretty much going to be the title. Go until I can't go no mo. And with what I have prepared it mentally, if I can prepare it then, in 100 days, because that's right, 100 days! T-minus 100 days. And I will be committing very many crimes against my body, keeping it awake for as long as I probably will end up keeping it awake for. Then again, I'll have an energy drink to the side if I need it after about 12 hours or so. I'll have a lot of protein stuff. I'm gonna like, there's no healthy way to stay awake for that long, like for 3 days, 4 days, however long it ends up me staying up. There's no healthy way to do it. But I'm going to do it the healthiest way I possibly can do it. Which is eating a lot of lean protein stuff, making sure I, like, don't overdo the monster drinks, like I don't drink 2, 3 in a row, make sure I stay hydrated with water. Maybe I'll even, like, take a couple of moments, like take a couple of pause breaks, and, like, do push-ups and stuff like that. Like, do a little bit of an exercise. Like, we'll take a moment, just like, what we'll do when I'm, like, if I feel like doing an exercise, a mini exercise, which will be, like, basically, an exercise break will be a half hour to an hour long, right? I'll find an area where there's a gorgeous view, and then I'll proceed to take my break while just bullshitting. Get the blood pumping, stuff like that. The biggest issue is not, for me, would be to not sit for an extended period of time, right? Because I'll be playing it on my PC, and my PC is not a standing desk. So what I'll end up doing is I'll probably have to set up a situation where I could hook up. No, that's what I'll do. I'll hook up my PC to my TV. And that shouldn't, yeah, that should just not alter anything. And then I'll be able to play the game like I normally would if I was playing it on PS4. But I want to have it on PC because I'm starting to get into this idea of modding video games. That's one of the reasons why I'm so excited that I have Grand Theft Auto 5 on PC, because I can mod that game in the future and, like, add a higher difficulty, all kinds of stuff you can do with mods. Another game that I own, but I haven't played in like 5 fucking years, but I want to play it, is Minecraft. And I have not seen much of Minecraft, and it's changed a lot from what I've last seen. So that's a game that I want to play again in the future, on stream. But yeah, you can probably tell I'm a little excited today, and the main reason I'm a little excited today it's just one of them days, you know. I just had a really good day today. Getting my PC soon after... Honestly, what's really fucked up is October 10th, around October 10th is when my PC went down, right? And we were waiting. 3 days before I was ordering my PC. Literally, I was 3 days away from ordering my PC. The situation that's going on right now popped up and was like, are you sure about that? You ain't doing a fucking thing, brother. And then I had to wait. And I've been waiting. Patiently. Very patiently. But now that my shit's set up, and I'm getting me my PC that I've been waiting for fucking 8 months or however long it's been since October. God. I'm excited. That and we're starting to get closer and closer to Cyberpunk 2077. Stuff like that. It helps me get excited. This is gonna be it for the woodcutting, I think. We're gonna do one more after this, and then we'll start to move on. I need to put my different bow on. Actually, I don't. Before I sell all my wood, I need to make sure I make some arrows and go from there. What's really funny, from the research that I've done, when you go into the Soul Cairn for the first time, I don't think you have to be a vampire, or you do have to be a vampire. I'm not 100% sure. Basically, every time you want to go back into the Soul Cairn after that, you have to be a vampire that is completely blood-starved. So basically, it's like 3 or 4 days you haven't fed for, or drank any human blood or anything like that. And then you could go back into the Soul Cairn. 396. So a weight of 5, a value of 5. What's 396 times 5?
They hardly took anything.
Well, 3 times 5 is 1,500, right? Yeah. No. 3 times 5 is 15. 30, 150, 300, 1,500. Then you add another 100 in there, basically, which would be another 5, so 2,000 gold. That's it. 2,000 gold for literally just bullshitting for an hour, basically. I mean, it wasn't even. It wasn't an hour.
Within reason, of course.
It was not an hour, but it was close to an hour. If I talk for another 10 minutes, it'll be an hour. Alright. What do we want to do? We don't want hide, I don't think. Do we want iron, which is heavy armor? Trying to think of what do I want, heavy armor or do I want light armor? What I mean, it doesn't, honestly. I don't think it matters. Unarmed attacks, half damage, armor weighs nothing. Less stagger, additional armor, reflect melee. What about light armor? stamina regenerates. Avoid damage. I don't know if I've ever gotten that. We did light armor last playthrough. Let's do a heavy focus this playthrough. We don't have enough at all. We need more steel. Shit, hold on. So, let's go sell this wood.
The gods watch over your battles, friend.
We're actually moving a little bit faster with this held back like it is. We're gonna sell all this so we can actually purchase the steel ingots. And then we could chop a little bit more wood so we can have enough to make some steel arrows. And then we'll go from there.
Got business. Honest gold for honest work.
Yeah, almost 2,000 gold. I wasn't wrong. So for about 40 minutes, you can make 2,000 gold. What is that? We'll have to do an actual experiment where, like, how long it takes us to chop wood. Hold up. I'm gonna try and see how much a full thing sets us. Because I'm gonna look at the duration, and I'm gonna figure out what the math would be. So we're at 131.10. So the animation thing is about 11 seconds long, 12 seconds long. When he starts to grab for the wood is when it resets. Sorry, I'm getting quiet. I'm trying to keep track of this. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So about 10 seconds. All right. Let's just say 10 seconds because that's a good, nice, even number. You press X. You reach for the wood. Like as you press X, it starts. It takes 10 seconds to get the wood, put the wood on the block, chop the wood. Then it restarts. 30 seconds. Takes 30 seconds overall to cut 6 pieces of wood. Then you gotta account for human reaction time, so let's just say 5 seconds to look down, press X after you stop chopping the wood, which it doesn't take that long at all, but we'll say 5 for a nice thing, right?
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason.
So a 35-second
whatever you need. My spirit
period,
is simple and strong.
right?
I can forge it.
35-second period. We cut 6 pieces of wood. 6 times 5 would be 30. So we make 30 gold every 35 seconds. 30G, 35 seconds. Alright, that's meh. Not too bad. Shit, that's not what I want to do. I keep pressing circle because I'm used to like. Yeah, I gotta relearn this. Not iron arrows. We want steel. So we made 3 of those. So that's what, 60 something arrows?
You looking for a new blade? Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
Do I need corundum? I need the steel. I'll buy the iron, because why the hell not? Do I need corundum? No, because you use corundum to make other stuff. Body. Those look imperial as fuck. $13 armor. Okay. We need 2 steel for a helm. That's a shame. I could make another steel arrow. I can't improve any of my steel now, unfortunately.
Take what you need, my friend. Within reason, of course.
Well, one of us has to do something.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what you overheard, but the river
did something happen? Break
an
in.
ornament.
Help you get the claw back.
I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment.
We'll do that later.
It's yours if you bring my claw back. Take
What
a
do you got
look.
for sale? Soul gem. You have a lot of lockpicks, buddy. Furyless Award, Oak Flesh, a zombie. Okay, that's good there. Potions, we don't really need any potions. We can make it them. All right.
Now,
Weapons, we have 96 steel arrows. So steel is going to be our main arrow usage for now. We also want our hunting bow to be the focus, the favorite right there. And the steel war axe.
going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak.
Do you have a steel helmet for sale, buddy? How do we look? I like.
We have to go through town and
I
across
like.
the bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain.
What? You looking for a new
We can get a
blade?
steel helmet off one of those asshats.
What do you want?
Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps,
I love how she mentions trolls and we don't see a troll for the first time until I think
Borgnar.
the main
Borgnar,
quest. I
Are
don't
you
know.
listening?
Hard not to. We got rooms and food. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. All right
Mail
then.
is going bad. We need to get a new batch.
Yeah, she doesn't have the key for the other thing.
Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
Good timing.
You're that visitor, Ben.
Yeah, Delphine. I'm that visitor that's been poking around. Alright. Trying to think of where I could go next. Or what I can do next, I should say. We do have the hunting bow. I have flames on that. Okay, good. I guess going to White Run is our next bet. I mean, there's a cabin, there's Alana's Deep. There's all kind of locations we can go to, but focusing on the main story, I think, is what we want to do first. We will be coming across some wolves. Would love to kill them without getting hit at all, because there's a chance we could get a disease. Then again, there's a shrine, a Talos shrine in there, so we can cure all diseases there, if that happens. Ow. There we go, there's the other wolf. I was really concerned there for a moment. Alright. So far, a little slow going. Oh wow, we could take out these guys right off the rip. But nah. We're gonna be a part of their empire soon. Oh, no we're not. No we're not, because we're focused on other stuff. Again. We don't need to do the Civil War. I keep getting in the mindset of, oh, we need to do 100% of everything in this game. No, we don't need to do that at all. We just need to be focusing on two very specific things. And those very specific things are a quest line and collecting shit. I love how they have already killed this giant. I didn't even get a look at it.
Well, that's taken care of. No thanks to you.
Didn't look like you need my help.
Not. That's why I'm here with my
Shield brother.
In order, and we show up to solve problems.
Join you.
Not for me, the old man. If you go to him, good luck.
You look come to your master and be a companion.
We'll do that momentarily. We can do a little bit of back and forth and get ourselves leveled up again. Maybe twice, depending on how things work out.
just what you mean. My toes are numb from the cold more often than not. The longer we travel the roads of Skyrim, the more empty this lands. The roads of Skyrim lead. Your road lead you
There is no
north.
trust for Karshit in this place.
New lands.
Yes?
It does not hurt that we are making a good profit.
That is true. Perhaps I should be
Take a
more
look.
grateful for this opportunity.
I love how the cold actually seems to affect them.
Karshit can say that they have visited Skyrim.
We can sell our stolen goods to him. I don't think I have enough money for something like that. Yeah, I don't. I do actually. Let's see if we can buy the steel here. I can sell you my books. I already have sparks, I think. Getting a little bit of a loss of money there, unfortunately.
May the sun keep you warm, even in this.
Books.
Bitter cold.
Okay. Halt, who goes there? We bribe, intimidate, or persuade. We persuade, we get a level up.
Halt. City's closed with the dragons about. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Ah. Snow elves. Oh, shite.
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords.
Do you
for
get to the
Imperials.
Cloud District very often?
You just
What
can't
am I
fill
saying?
an order that
Of course you
size
don't.
on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. I'd say the city's, but you're probably more interested in your value. It's a sword. Listen, could you thanks. Take a look.
Yeah, this is one of the only shops that actually has a different inventory. I don't know if they share the same money, but I know they have a different inventory. Nice voice crack there, buddy. Don't call me buddy, pal. Don't call me pal, buddy. Don't call me... I fucked that up already, so we're just gonna stop immediately.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in Whiterun. Yorland Greymane's got that honor. Man's skill is legendary. All I ask is a fair chance.
I mean, it's almost not even worth doing it because it's only a 2 difference. What about weapons? We can probably do the weapon a little bit different. 1 different. Not really worth it again.
I'm the commander of the guard here in...
Congratulations. Nobody asked you, buddy.
Come by Bellathor's shop at the market. I'm sure we've got something you need.
Aren't they? I always set some aside for myself. Life's hard.
Someone give me
Pardon
trouble.
I heard him boasting at the Bannered Man.
What if I talk
If
to
you
him?
wanna try, go right ahead.
Spare a
I don't
coin
think
for
anything will get through
Running.
that thick skull of
Drunk.
his,
So you can spend it on
Damn.
drinks at the
Hey,
Fair.
In the Bannered Mare?
Bring you the ale.
Argonian ale. I can almost taste it.
Once I've made enough money, before I met one of the caravan leaders.
Maybe I can help you.
If you find one, I could teach you a thing or two about trading. Help you get a fair bargain
Well met,
in the future.
traveler. What brings you to Whiterun?
That'll help.
True. Best head up to Dragon's Reach then, and see the Jarl. He's Lord of Whiterun, and can set you on the path.
Trying to just get as many quests as possible and do them as I
Got
go.
something for just about everybody in here. Everything's for sale, my friend. Take a look.
Candlelight is useful. I could probably get it for free, but I'll just get it now. And why not? More lockpicks.
Do come back.
Clairvoyance is actually kind of useful if you turn off the map.
Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son? What of Thorold? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side, and he chose poorly.
This is how
and now
fucked
he's
up these
gone.
two assholes
Such
are.
is
Listen
the
to
way
them.
of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will never accept his death. My son still lives. I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battlethorns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorold?
Do you believe this old hag? Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, coward. Your stupid son is dead. He died a storm-cloaked traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
Are you still working at the Bannered Mare in the evenings?
Visions I can handle.
And why should
Just talk of dragons?
Alright. Like, those two are screwed up, man.
But as man,
Hi, Hensker.
you have come. But you were once
Bye, Hensker. The goal is to try and kill the first dragon. Not the first, yeah, the first dragon tonight. And probably end stream there. I mean, just, wow. Okay, it went from, oh, it's only been 50 minutes to it's been an hour again. So it's been 2 hour stream so far. We'll probably go for another hour or so.
Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors.
Elvor sent me.
House Carl. My job.
Dragon.
You know about Helgen?
Who's this then?
The Jarl will want to speak to you personally.
So, you were at
Approach.
Helgen. You saw this dragon with your... By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
I mean, no hold has to worry about a dragon when you have a loading screen involved.
It's in the most immediate danger. If the dragon is lurking in the mountains.
That is a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not.
I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Here. There is... Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard.
What I serve Jarl.
He's been
Sword for
looking
your
into
daughter.
a matter related to these dragons and...
Thank you. Please, take these few coins. For
Fucker
services
gave me
rendered.
20 gold? I thought it was at least 100.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss...
Girl said you needed help.
What? Project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so. What? I never even cast a... Ah, I see. You have some knowledge of the higher art. Please forgive my earlier rudeness. I'm so often interrupted by visitors wandering in, I can occasionally become quite savage.
That's interesting.
Now, what did you say you wanted?
You all said you wanted help.
Ah, indeed? Yes. Well,
Huh.
when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. You are eager to begin. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me.
That's
Simplicity itself.
because I'm a dark elf,
The Jarl is not
right?
I'm sure you two will get along famous. This is a priority now.
That's weird.
Anything we can use to fight this dragon, or dragons. We need it quickly, before it...
Of course, Jarl Balgruf. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this.
Shit.
Be rewarded.
I don't have a soul
Whiterun
gem.
will be in your debt.
That's a shame. I forgot how expensive soul gems are and how you don't really start getting them
I
until
thought you were already on your way to Bleak
later on.
Falls.
I am. I could fast travel. Let's do a quick save really quickly, because it's been 2 hours and this game could potentially crash. And I don't have it set up to where I save on travel. I only save on wait.
Patron of the great class Battleborn.
Greymane or Battleborn? I said Greymane or Battleborn. Shit. And then we could go to Falkreath and get 2 Daedric artifacts. Or at least go on our way to get 2 Daedric artifacts. Oh shit, I'm tired. And that's a good thing that I'm tired, because, like I said,
We're a small village, but we work hard. Take care of our...
tomorrow I got stuff to do. Oh, excuse me. So hopefully tomorrow's stream could be a little bit longer than tonight's is going to be. But if not, I'll have to try and make up for it on Friday. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and do another, like, a 8-hour Saturday special. Not Saturday special, an 8-hour Friday into Saturday stream. God, I suck. God, I suck. Oh, wolf. I'm pretty sure you can get salmon eggs if you use a frost spell against those guys. I need to go to Bleak Falls Barrow, and I'm going back to, like, I'm going to Whiterun. Whoops. Let's try that again, shall we? Man, this is definitely one of those games that I could see myself playing multiple times in a row. And at first I was thinking about maybe not playing this on PlayStation 4 modded, but you know what? Screw it. I'll do a modded run of this game on PlayStation 4. The only issue is I would like to have a capture card before then. I'm probably not going to, unfortunately, but I would like to have one before then that I could hook up to my PlayStation, so if I ever have one of those situations where the game crashes, the stream will not end. At least with PC, when I got OBS and stuff set up and I actually start to learn how to do that, as in stream through PC. I don't even know how to stream through PlayStation. I'll be able to continue streaming if the game crashes, and I'll just be able to restart it up. I am super excited. I'm so excited. Woof, woof. And I just can't hide it. Woof, woof. That's me keeping my tongue stuck to the, not roof of my mouth, but the floor of my mouth. So instead of actually moving my tongue when I talk, I just keep it stable, and my voice sounds like this. That is a voice I'll have to keep in mind for the future. I'm tempted to just wheel this bad boy, because holy shit. One shot. Yeah, two-handed pretty awesome early game, especially on the easiest difficulty. Did I say two shot? I meant one shot. You know what? Hold on. I don't want the stolen one on my person right now. There we go.
That's close enough.
You do realize I'm killing your buddies, and I care not for how close you think is enough. That's close enough. No, it really isn't. This is close enough. I have heal, don't I? I do. I could get that branded iron shield and upgrade that a little bit as well. Do a little bit of level grinding. Yeah, I'm gonna try to find this deed stone, because otherwise I'm gonna be primarily focused on stamina. Bleak Falls Barrow, Bleak Falls Barrow. Also, when we get any Daedric item, we will wear that Daedric item if we can. So the Ring of Harassing, the Savior's Hide, the Ebony Blade, like that is the only two-handed weapon we'll use. Level up. Oh no, not a level up. Actually, you know what? We're gonna let our heavy armor go up.
Your kind has no place here.
How racist you guys gotta be, you know? Like that's oh my god. You know what? I'm really excited for the Elder Scrolls 6. And it's not even like I'm not excited because I know that it's coming out. I'm just excited to see what it'll be like. The unfortunate thing is I'm not as excited as I would normally be. Primarily because of the fact that we got to deal with the worry that I'm not fucking moving, dude. You suck. We gotta worry about the fact that Fallout 76 turned out the way that it did. Mind you, a lot of its issues can kind of derive from the fact that it was a single-player game patched in such a way to make it a multiplayer game. And they didn't do it the right way. But whatever. Yeah, I'm tired of that. You're weak. You're not gonna help me enough. I want to be able to use my heal ability, but I can't do that. Mind you, I'm on the easiest difficulty. This is more of a reminder to myself. And getting damage is not too difficult. Like receiving damage isn't too bad. Or chemical.
That dark elf wants to go on ahead and let him. Better than us, risky. Over here.
For a minute, they said dark elf, and I'm like, wait a minute, how do they know about me? Oh, this is funny.
Skyrim belongs to the North.
What you gonna do?
I cannot rest
What you
you.
gonna do?
Yeah, these guys are way too easy. I will take the steel mace, though. Take that for the value. Is there a chest up here? I can't quite remember. No, no loot at all. That's a little bit of a shame. This is to show you about the traps in a minute. You know what's really funny? Their tutorials that are not tutorials are pretty slick. Like this right here. This is supposed to show you, if you let him be,
It's a surprise.
that there's a trap of sorts. So snake, snake, whale. Alright.
I'll carve you into pieces. Here, curse you!
It's almost too easy. Literally, it's almost too easy, and I might bump it up a difficulty level. Then again, the goal is not to have that difficulty. The goal is to get done with this platinum run. I need to also work on pickpocketing when I go back to another area. I will admit I am kind of curious about what a new Fallout would look like. Because hopefully Bethesda has learned their lesson when it comes to certain things. Like, if you want to make money on a game, just make a good game, goddammit. Why don't people understand that? When you make a game, if you try and focus primarily on that game making you money, I've noticed that it almost never succeeds. It always receives some sort of backlash, or it's just not that good. But when I see individuals making a game just to make a game, well, just look at the difference between Fallout 76 and what's the other one called?
Keep it away from me! Ah! Get it away from me! Get it away! Ah!
Wow, even the wounded frostbite spider isn't doing that much. I mean, the poison's really kicking my ass. But no, just take a look at Fallout 76 versus No Man's Sky. Oh, that's ridiculously easy. That thing should not be doing that little damage on the easiest difficulty. Even on the easiest difficulty.
Over here.
Whatever.
It's coming loose. I can feel it.
Read the journal because why not? I love how his first reaction is to run, and what he does is he ends up running into a trap that kills him. Maybe the Draugr will give me a little bit more leeway on damage received. You know what's funny? Oh, there we go. What's actually kind of hilarious to me is the fact that you will not gain more experience if you don't level your character up. Sometimes there are some games that will like say, oh, you're level 2, go here to level up, and if you don't go there to level up, you'll actually gain more experience because you're still a low level taking out higher level things. That was actually a trick me and a buddy would do on a certain game. I cannot remember what the game was, but it had one of those situations where it would not level up. It would not level up until you specifically told your character to level up. So we were like level 5 dealing with level 10 enemies, gaining the experience that we would normally get. Even though our actual level was like level 7, we were gaining level 5 experience. I don't remember the name of the game or anything like that. But I will say that with this, it doesn't work that way because the way you gain experience is through the level ups of your skills. Hey, an ancient Nord bow. That's more than the wood? Yep. Ow. Wait, how much am I getting? There we go. I don't think we get experience for that, though. But that's okay. I wonder if we've got how many levels we're gonna have after we go through this entire area. I know we got a couple in stealth and stuff like that. Go for a quick save. Oh, but yeah, either we'll go kill the we'll kill the first dragon, and then I think we'll call it after we kill the first dragon. Nice, we received our steel arrow back. Oh, that coffin was already opened. I almost said upgraded. Oh, we're over encumbered already? Well, I know how to fix that. What? Increases carry weight. Pickpocketing, isn't it? Yeah, we need level 50. We need level 50 in pickpocket. Nice, nice, nice. But yeah, we have to get our stealth upgraded so we can deal with one of the Daedric quests easier without using enchanted gear. With enchanted gear, it would just, like I said, the easier we make it on ourselves, the better. So we'll probably end up using some kind of enchanted gear for sneaking, if we can. If we can't, no big loss, no big loss. But we need to kill everybody stealthily in that one area for that quest. And then we could focus on the Companions Guild after the first dragon. This just gets so much other BS out of the way. So what's really funny is, while we're doing this, apparently Delphine is meeting with Farengar or some shit. Because remember when I looked up the where I can find certain books, the book that I looked up that I didn't have, I was like, oh, I don't have this book, where do I get it? Well, if you've gotten the Bleak Falls Barrow thing first, you literally cannot get it what you gotta do is you gotta talk to Berengar, and then go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Then you can get this book. And funnily enough, I haven't read it, so I need to read it at some point in the future and clip that reading so I can add it to the book reading stream. I also need to separate all of the books that I read in the order that they're supposed to be read and like put them up in different little sections of like what the series is and how I read that series. Because there's a little bit of downtime, so if I split it up like that and you literally can just find the books I read, that would make things a whole hell of a lot simpler. Instead of people wanting to read, just like watch. Instead of people watching a 5-6 hour stream just to see the one book that I read. Or I don't even read a book. And they get disappointed in that. That would be a shame. So what I'll do is I'll do like a book reading stream, and then I'll have a separated just the books themselves. And I might actually do a rereading, like a recording on my PC when I do that. Like I'll put the game on, I'll have the volume really low. Nah, I'd have to actually collect the book on PC. Yeah. It's not that bad. Nice. Well, that's something I will put on immediately. 10% better prices right off the rip. Hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. Hell yeah. Is there not a chest over here? I would have sworn there's a chest. I keep yawning, damn it. Would have sworn there was a chest over in this area, though. I guess not. I guess I'm just that tired. Fired. Doesn't it go boom, 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 boom? Wow, I remembered it. Hog. I know there's a chest over to the right over here as well as what you would also normally get. You think you can make me miss out, Mr. Novislock? You can't make me miss out on shit. Kingdom Come Deliverance is another game that I'll need to play, probably on PlayStation. We'll see though. Alright. I got 2 scrolls of fireball, so I might as well use them. Alright. Yeah. Actually, yeah. I missed. How much damage you do? Let him hit me a couple of times after he pops back up. We need to drop our axe, unfortunately, just so we can pick that up. And again, we could probably put that cold effect on our axe. We need Soul Trap. I don't know where to get Soul Trap easy. I will say, I know I was complaining a little bit, but over a 40-minute period, making 2,000 gold, wasn't that bad. I don't even know if you can make that much that fast, 40 minutes in the Thieves Guild, if you don't fast travel. Like, if you fast travel, you sure as shit can make that much easy. I don't know if I need to make a new playlist or put this under a different playlist. This would technically go under Skyrim. I don't mind this. I also want to discover something so I can fast travel to it later on. Alana's Deep I want to discover. Huh. I'm trying to remember what stone's over there. It's not the Lover's Stone. It's not the Steed Stone. The Steed Stone, I think, is up in the mountains near Solitude. Then we're going to fast travel back to Whiterun and go from there. Alright, Alana's Deep has been discovered. We can fast travel here at any point now. That enemy's going to be a pain in the ass because we can't fast travel when there's enemies nearby. The same that can be said for the slaughterfish, which you unfortunately cannot fight underwater. The Lady Stone. Well, that's an interesting glitch. It sounds like we're underwater right now. There we go. lock joint. Awesome. It's not that big of a deal, it just sucks. I need to wait till that says hidden, then I can fast travel. There we go. Travel to White Run, go in there, talk to dude, not talk to dude, go by Hemsker, hit the thing, the shrine, so we cure all diseases, and then move on. Fuck. Yeah, we're gonna call it here, because of how tired I am right now, we're definitely gonna call it early.
There's a nip in the air. I hope it'll be good for my crops.
I don't know how many times I've heard you talk about that nip in the air not being good for your crops. Never is. Hi, Hemsker. Bye, Hemsker.
Be careful.
See? The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest. So I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously valuable. Now,
You have a
let
visitor.
me show you something else I found. Very intriguing. I think your employers may be interested as well. Yes, the Jarl's protege. Back from Bleak Falls Barrow.
This was added with DLC, it had to have been. I know.
The Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brute. That is where you... So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy when you've deciphered it.
I'm like, my brain's a little...
You should come too.
Leave me alone. We've got
They
nothing
won't.
to talk about.
They won't let you talk to Delphine. Could steal the Orcish bow. Is there? No, we can't.
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon...
Survey of the holdings of Jarl Galahad, as witnessed by Slofkinner, the scribe, so sworn by the old gods in the new White Run. The Jarl's holdings with plentiful water and pasturage, home of Jorvaskr, the far-famed hall of the companions, Rorik Steading. Alright, that's interesting.
Besides, attack Whiterun. I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
I was gonna say he's busy.
Not now.
Yep.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. I saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would have come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, we'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand.
That was very rude.
Use, but I have asset. And please, accept this gift from my personal armor.
Isn't it only like a steel weapon?
There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I want you to... You survive. Now, if you don't mind,
I would very much like
a
to see
city
this
to
dragon.
keep. No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of the court.
Need to disenchant some of this stuff because it's another level up. Or experience towards a level up at the very least. Damn. We don't necessarily have to get dragon level equipment. We're not even going to be able to use all of our dragon level equipment, in all honesty, because of how our playthrough is going to go.
Your children, your very lives. And what does the Empire do?
I'll see you at the watchtower as soon as the rest of the men have gathered.
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and veggies. Fun work.
Man. It's weird. It's weird being back to this low of a level after playing for it. Even though it's easier, it's still weird as shit. Because like the big thing is the fact that we're killing everything in a couple of hits. Like this dragon's gonna be a piece of goddamn cake. The issues derive from the fact that I'm gonna be used to that in a modded playthrough. Funnily enough, one of the mods that I was looking at a while back involved affecting how easy / hard it is to kill a dragon. I don't remember the exact name, but basically it made dragons more dragon-like and harder to kill, so like you had to really work to kill a dragon. And I was experimenting with it, and okay, you do not want to get the like level 4. There's level 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the mod, and you can't install them all at the same time. You have to install them separately. I went to level 4 right off the bat just to test it out, and I got to this point. I could not damage him at all. So you definitely don't want to go level 4 because it takes dragons from being like, oh yeah, there's a dragon, to making it straight up impossible.
No signs of any dragon right now, but it sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad, but we've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere, spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what to feel.
We go to the tower, he freaks out. I do love how if you come here earlier, this tower, like this area, will still look like this. Like it'll be all fucked up.
It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Tor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. That's it. Here he comes again.
Here she comes again. I hit him. I can't believe I did it, but I actually hit him with that arrow that I shot. That's kind of a pog. There we go. Oh, that's aggravating. Trying to think if I need to do any of the main story.
You're in the very oldest tales.
Greetings
back
and
from
good
when there were
day,
still dragons in
Stormwalker.
Skyrim.
How are you
The
today?
Dragonborn with Slate. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I think you may be
Yes,
right.
I think I am.
Dragonborn?
You can shout
What
now.
are you talking about?
That can only mean one thing.
That's
right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of
What
the
is it?
Dragonborn
How many years
who
is
kill
it?
dragons and steal
It's
their
actually
power.
not been that
You
long. It's
must
been
be
like,
one.
what, 1,000 years, maybe?
Being awfully quiet. Come on here, lad. Tell us, do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them.
What's really funny is, from what I've read in the lore, killing the dragons isn't like anybody could kill a dragon. The Dragonborn can make sure they stay put down.
I've been all across Tamriel.
And listen to how fucking racist that motherfucker was. You wouldn't understand, you're just an elf. Excuse you?
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn then.
I don't know why, I just stood here and listened to them talk. I guess I just felt like...
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in.
No, it wasn't. We're on the easiest difficulty right now because I'm just mainly focused on doing the Companions Guild and stuff like that. So we're going to go back to Whiterun. Dragons are basically fucking immortal. Yeah. Yeah. But like, you can put anybody can put a dragon down if they're skilled enough to do so. The problem is keeping them put down. You need a dragonborn to do it. Dovahkiin. This is why Alduin had the Elder Scroll used on him. Okay, no, the difference between a regular dragon and Alduin is that Alduin's a complete fucking badass. And you actually really have to have Dovahkiin, because a Dovahkiin will make it to where Alduin's permanently dead, and will remain dead. Because here's what's funny, Alduin is the one that I believe can revive dragons. We're basically a soul gem, right? We're a soul gem for dragons. And if you know how a soul gem works, a soul gem disperses a soul when you use it. So we could basically use Alduin's soul and disperse his soul forever and always. But after our Dovahkiin dies, after the Dragonborn dies, anybody could kill a dragon at that point. Also, after you beat this game, when Parthenax is talking to you about what's going to happen next, you actually see a shit ton of dragons flying around. So that has me to believe that in the next Elder Scrolls game, we'll still potentially be able to face dragons because of how the Elder Scrolls games have been working. As the games have progressed, the age that they take place in and the year that they take place in is farther and farther into the future.
A woman, a foreigner, is likely not using her true
Like
name.
Oblivion takes place 200 years ago.
We are not welcome here in Whiterun. So we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything.
Rorikstead. I'm from Rorikstead. That is not what I wanted to do. ESO has dragons in it, and the next expansion is in Skyrim. Well, the Elder Scrolls Online takes place like 1,000 or so years in the past. ESO is an entirely different breed. That's why I was saying about like 1,000 or so years ago was like when dragons started to disappear and hide out and stuff like that.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
Looking for my husband, Nazim?
Rise up,
Check the yard's
Stormcloak! Embrace the word of mighty Dalos! He who is both man and divine!
But yeah, that's a game I might have to play in the future, Elder Scrolls Online. But yeah, Storm, unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be streaming for that much longer because I actually have stuff to do in the morning. So I'm going to be wrapping up very soon. I'm probably going to like talk to the companions, do a hard save, and then stream after I talk to the Jarl. The Jarl of Jorvaskr.
Finally here. So what happened at the watchtower?
Killed the dragon.
I knew I could count on Irileth.
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What do you know about the Dragonborn?
Oh yeah, no, I'm pretty sure
the Greybeards really were summoning you.
When you join the Imperial side of things, he doesn't stay there. Maybe he does, I don't know.
You heard the summons.
That and you can pretty easily kill him.
The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun?
By my right, I assign you Lydia.
I love how if you pay close enough attention,
we are honored to have
you'll actually see the axe that is on his belt disappear. Hi, Farengar. And it's going to be a pain in the ass because the final trophy that we need to get. Hi, follow me.
Lead the way.
So, because of the fact that the 2 trophies we need are complete the Companions Guild quest and complete gathering 15 Daedric artifacts, we have decided to go with a Dunmer, a Dark Elf, because of how the Dunmer used to, actually, currently, follow the Daedric Lords. In a modded run like mine, killing him is a lot easier than the Imperial side of things because I can get away with that shit. You're not wrong. Mods do make things very different. Hi, Ayla.
Ysgramor himself wouldn't have the patience. We don't just take in any milk drinker who
Codlac.
stumbles in. Talk to Codlac if you think you have what it takes to be a companion.
This is gonna be the first time I think I've ever done what I'm about to do, which is completely fucking ignore this fight and go talk to Codlac.
Hey, two at it again. Strike in the shoulder, sir. Let's give it a yell.
I don't know. Ayla was humping a wall.
I haven't seen you before, have I? Hope you know how to handle yourself.
Hi.
A stranger.
I'd like to join the
Would
companions.
Yes, perhaps. A certain strength of spirit.
Master, you're not truly
Why not?
considering accepting him.
Vilcus?
I am nobody's master, Vilcus. Last I checked, we had some empty beds in your Vasker.
I'm
for
teabagging
those
you,
with a
Vilcus.
fire
I'm
burning in
teabagging you,
their hearts.
Vilcus.
Apologies. But perhaps this isn't the
Skyrim
time.
is stupid.
I've
JPEG.
never even heard of this outsider.
Sometimes the famous come to us. Sometimes men and women come to us to seek their fame. It makes no difference. What matters is their heart.
And their arm.
Of course. How are you in battle?
I can handle
That
myself.
may be so. This is Vilcus. He will test your arm. Vilcus, take him out to the yard and see what he can do.
The Skyrim AI, not just Skyrim. Yeah. Skyrim AI is stupid. Oh. .jpeg. My apologies there. Well, Skyrim can derp. I mean, it has a lot of glitches and stuff associated with it, so it can definitely derp. Oh, shit.
Hey now, you be careful with that fire.
Hi, Farkas. It's actually down here, isn't it? No. I don't know. We'll find out momentarily. If I have to go around, I'll go around. Let's do a quick save really quickly just in case.
The old man said to have a look at you. So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry.
If you wish to
Keep your
hunt,
hands to
your
yourself.
feet need to be quick.
You gotta love how, like, that's 80...
Come on now, fight your own battle.
I'm glad I just quick saved it. What the fuck just happened? Hey, can you do that exclamation point
Not that you call yourself a Nord.
SMS?
Come on now.
No. Not like this.
Because the AI has decided to just derp out. And I can't...
No sign of
The last of them.
What?
Here to be a companion? Well, they just let me in, so there's probably no more room.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
Haven't seen your face before. This is a place for warriors, new blood. What brings you here?
You don't belong here.
He's Gomorrah
What do you
himself
think you have to offer?
The old
to
man
deal with all
said
the
to have a
rabble
look
around
at you.
here.
So, let's do this. Just have a few swings at me so I can see your form. Don't worry, I can take it.
You again.
You're mine.
Looks slow to me.
Pretty good arm you have there. Not bad. Next time won't be so easy. You might just make it. But for now, you're still a whelp to us, new blood. So you do what we tell you. Here's my sword. Go for it.
I'm sighing as hard as I possibly can right now. Yeah, Lydia's fucking this up. My God, I cannot believe this. Hey, Lydia, fuck
Still
off.
here. I'll head back home if you need me.
No. The door's right there. Oh my God. Let's wait an hour so she goes away.
You don't belong here. What do you think you have to offer? Here to be a companion?
All of you
Well, they
can
just
suck
let you.
me.
The old man said to have a look at you. So,
Curse.
let's do this.
I mean,
Just have a few swings
yeah,
at me so I can see
yeah,
your
you're not
form.
wrong. Curse is definitely
Don't
true as
worry,
well.
I can
Be it a
take it.
superstition or science. In the end, it doesn't even matter because everything is rhubarb due to the worst possible scenario playing out.
Do your worst. Not bad. Next time.
I can't
won't
believe
be.
Lydia was
You
messing
might-
me up.
Here's my sword. Go take it up to Yorland to have it sharpened. And be careful.
What brings you here? I'm guessing you're the newcomer then. That attitude. Around here, you'll want to learn to live your own life. Remember, I have a favor to ask. I've been working on it. My wife is in mourning, and I need to get back to her. That's a good man.
What now?
I love how the people still don't like you until it's like you basically become the leader of the fucking companions. And then they're like, oh. But yeah, getting the 15 Daedric artifacts we need in order to get the platinum, because we're going to be able to do this before that, is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but whatever. We'll get her done.
Ysgramor himself. Ah, good. I've been waiting for this. Wait, I remember you. So the old man thinks you've
Keep
got
your hands
some
to
heart,
yourself.
I guess.
You know this one? I saw him training in the yard with Vilkas.
Ah, yes. I heard you gave him quite a thrashing.
Don't let Vilkas catch you saying that.
Do you think you could handle Vilkas in a real fight?
Don't care.
Ah, a man of action.
No,
Do
like
you think
literally,
you could
I just
handle Vilkas in a real fight?
do not care.
Here, let's have Farkas show you where you'll be resting your head.
Farkas.
I love how low, like, he's in a fucking room over here.
Call me.
And they go,
Of course we did, Ice
Farkas. And he comes over
Show
here.
this new blood where the rest of the whelps.
Like, you got good hearing.
New blood. Oh, I remember you. Come on, follow me. Huh?
You can tell I'm impatient right now.
But they're good people. They challenge us to be our best.
I haven't seen you before, have I? Have we met?
All right, so here
You know, I love this idea that this is supposed to be this grand
Come to me or Ayala
guild,
if you're looking for work.
and there's only like
Once you've made
8
a
beds.
bit of a name for yourself, Skjor and Vilkas might have things for you to do. Good luck. Welcome to the Companions.
Yeah.
But we've got trouble right here in Whiterun. It's a problem with the Forsworn. Unpredictable, unknowable, and excellent. Nice to have a new face around. It gets boring here sometimes. I hope we keep you. This can be a rough life.
Whoops. Oh, crap. Serpent. That Forsworn. The Forsworn. Where is it done? How? Wait. Oh, right. We could go all the way to Falkreath and get started on the 2. We can get no 3. No, is it? Yeah. I believe it's 3 Daedric artifacts we can get. But yeah, I'm gonna be starting to close up here soon because I'm gonna go to Falkreath, and then after going to Falkreath, I'm probably gonna do a hard save, and from there we'll get the Daedric artifacts tomorrow, because I got shit I gotta do in the morning, and I'm pretty tired right now. So it's a little bit early. Now I can actually say this with it making sense, because I said that yesterday after playing Fall Guys for 5 hours with Grant Kirkland, and I was like, man, it's a little bit early at 1 a.m. when I normally end at around 2 a.m. Technically, it was a little early because of that, but this one's a 3-hour early, basically, from my average time. That's why tomorrow I'm going to not tomorrow, Friday, I'm going to make up for it by doing like an 8-hour stream. But yeah, Storm. I do agree with you about the Great Herring thing. And the werewolf being the reason as to why they have Great Herring. I think, no, it's not Falkreath. Where do I go? Is it Falkreath? I don't know, maybe it is.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Have you ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, they call themselves. I hear there's whole...
Blah, blah, black sheep, happy ready wall. Yes, sir, 3 bags full. I don't know, I'm just being silly right now. Oh, yeah. You want a dog, right?
What could it mean? Return by the gods, it's true, isn't it? Who among us could dragon has attacked Whiterun?
It's not Falkreath. Where is it? Morthal, maybe? I'm gonna have to go to the inn. Go to the inn, talk to the people there, figure out what the rumors are.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone. Welcome to Dead Man's Drink. Been talk of a little boy in Windhelm, name of Aventus. Have you seen that Shrine of Azura? People say there's someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. The people of Skyrim don't like magic much, so about the only place you're likely to find a teacher is the College of Winterhold.
It's level gated. Damn it.
You hear any juicy gossip in town? Be sure to share it with me.
Alright, let's buy a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
But yeah, we'll rest, wake up, do a save, and call it here.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Yeah, I definitely need to level up a lot because a lot of these Daedric quests are gated by a level. New save data. This will be save 1 for Daedron. That's our character's name, Daedron. It's supposed to be a play on words like for Daedra. Alright, that was fun. We basically did the prep phase so far. The prep phase being we just started the Companions Guild stuff, and...
You want a drink?
Hello there.
Sure, Bones. Handsome man in Falkreath.
Anyways, that was... I'm not used to the characters running up to us when we sit down. Anyways.
A strong drink will chase off that chill in the air.
We, really, bitch? Thank you. Not... Like, I'm trying to do a talk here, and you're distracting me.
Once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead.
Tomorrow, I'll continue on with the Companions Guild. Hopefully we'll get enough levels to start doing some of these... Hopefully we'll start getting enough levels to do some of these quests. Like, not these quests, some of these Daedric artifacts, right? We need to collect 15 Daedric artifacts, and I made a little bit of a rule where we can only use Daedric artifacts when we collect them, so when we get a weapon, the Ebony Blade, we can only use the Ebony Blade. Or, if we want to one-hand it, Maroon's Razor. Stuff like that. So it'll add a little bit to the challenge. This will basically be like a challenge run. And I had to pause it right here because that bastard in the back, the dickhead in the back, who's singing a damn song, is distracting me right now. I'm too tired to be able to overtalk someone who's doing a song. Regardless of all that, this is of course going to end up on YouTube sometime next week because I've actually got a backlog set up, and every weekend I'm going to schedule these to get up. So I'll basically be like a week and a half behind on my video uploads to YouTube. But I think that is more than okay because it gives me a chance to be able to like rest and just chill. And on the weekend I can go boom, boom, boom for the VODs and edit them. Basically, the weekend's going to be the work day. The weekend's when I'm going to just post the VODs and work towards making compilation videos or parting them out. That's going to be the most annoying part. Do I want to keep these as VODs, the full stream, or do I want to part them out? Regardless, I'm not going to edit them at all. The only thing I'm going to do is like maybe occasionally get like highlight videos done for YouTube, but that's later down the line. With all that said and done, I'd like to... Oh, give me a second. Ugh. With that all out of the way, all said and done, I'd like to say for those that are currently watching on YouTube, I do thank you for stopping by, and I do hope you enjoyed. If you have and you're new to the channel, obviously, I'd recommend you subscribe so you can always catch whatever I upload. And like the video if you liked, comment if you feel so inclined to do so. I may not respond to every comment, but I read them all. And if you want to catch me when I go live, there's a link down in the description below that you can use, and it'll take you to my Twitch where you can follow me there and catch me when I go live at 8 p.m. EST EDT every weekday. That is Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Normally I'd be going for another 3 hours, and I could definitely do that with this game. I had to force myself to stop here because I could go for another 6 hours, but I'm going to be exhausted for tomorrow morning, and I got shit I have got to do tomorrow morning. And based on how difficult what I got to do tomorrow is, will also depend on how long the stream is tomorrow. But regardless of how long or short it is, I'll be making up for it on Friday by going for at least 8 hours. For those of you currently watching on Twitch, I do thank you for stopping by, and I do hope you enjoyed your stay at the Kingdom. I appreciate the lurks, the chatting, all that jazz. And until next time, take care, and have a good one. This is Keen Tombs of 456, signing out. Bye-bye.